Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. So this video is going to be an attempt of a hair tutorial. I'll always put tutorial in inverted commas because I'm not an expert whatsoever and I don't claim to be. But I've been curling my hair a lot lately and I've gotten some questions on social media about how I do it. So I thought I would do it in video form. As you can see, I am definitely not at home. I am in my gorgeous friend's gorgeous house. We're house sitting and dog sitting. So yes, this gorgeous surrounding definitely isn't mine, nor is the hairdryer I'm going to use, but I'm glad to have it in my possession for a few weeks. So if you want to see me curl my hair, I don't know what else to call it, just keep watching. So my hair is freshly washed and I've been letting it air dry for as much as possible just because I don't really like using, although I have a Dyson in my possession, I don't like using too much heat on my hair if I can help it, just because I know that my hair reacts well to that scenario. So I know a lot of people would kind of curl their hair on second or third day hair, but for me I've quite oily roots, so I wash my hair every probably third day. And I find that if I did it on the second day, which I do sometimes, I just have to work a lot harder, as in like my roots get a bit flat and I have to kind of put a lot of dry shampoo or texturizing spray or whatever in, and it just doesn't feel very nice. And for me, I'm a hair toucher. If you watch these videos a lot, you'll see me do this a lot without even realising. So I like to kind of be able to feel the softness of my hair rather than loads of product in it. So my hair tends to curl pretty good on first day hair. So that's what I do. So I have a very fancy Dyson hairdryer here. This is the bit that gets me every time. It's magnetic. This is not mine, but I'm borrowing it for this occasion. And as I said, my hair is air dried as much as possible. So I'm just gonna blast it. And for me, I like put my head over and blast it up, and that kind of gives it a bit of volume as well. And that's pretty much how I dry my hair. I try not to think about it too much. So let's do this. Drying my hair isn't my favourite thing to do, so I do it as quick as possible and as easy as possible. A little furry friend has come to keep us company, so if you hear jingling in the background, it's just Lily. Okay, so this is my hair just being blasted with the hairdryer. I'm going to take a vent brush. This is just the one I'm particularly using at the minute. It's from the Vintage Cosmetics company. They sent it to me and I really like it. So I'm just going to get rid of all the knots, because my hair does tend to get quite knotty. I wish I could be cool and do a middle parting, but I have a calves lick, so that doesn't work for me. So my hair kind of naturally falls to the side. So I just kind of exaggerate the side parting a little bit. If I had heat protection spray with me, I forgot to bring it, I would have used it before I dried my hair, but I don't, so I just have to do without for now. My hair curlers of choice is very, very boring and very, very cheap. This is the Babyliss Pro Stylist Tools. That's as much as I know about it. It is full of my hair and it's pretty gross. I've had it for years and years. At the time, this was kind of the biggest barrel that I could find, and I actually find these easier to use rather than like the clip tongs. I do try, but I find that they leave a kink and it just doesn't work for me. So this is what I find easier to use, a conical one. So this is what I use. I think this was about 20 quid from Argos. So this is my tool of choice. It heats up pretty good as well. It heats up to 25 is it 25 degrees? No, it goes up to 25. I think it's 200 degrees. What am I saying? 25 degrees. I think it's 200 or 220. So it was the hottest I could find at the time. And I have pretty strong hair, so I find that that doesn't like do that bad for me. And I find the hotter it is, the easier it is to curl. But of course, if you have weaker hair, kind of just go down in temperature and hold it for a little bit longer. For any people who are good at their hair, I apologise in advance because this is stupidly simple. I take my hair, I split it. Usually more falls on this side just because the parting is heavier on this side. If I had a bobbin, I would clip this back just for ease, but I don't, so I won't. And for some reason I start on this side of my hair first. I know some people tier it and go from the bottom up or from the top up, but this is just what works good for me. I don't want like curls or ringlets, I just want kind of tousled waves. So I start from the back. Usually I'd have a mirror in front of me, but I don't now. I take maybe an inch of hair, hold it, and I don't go all the way up. I kind of go maybe 2/3 of the way up my hair, twirl it around the wand, hold the end. Generally you should wear a glove now, but I'm a professional at this stage. That's a lie, I've burnt myself so many times, but I just find it easier if I can feel the hair, so I go it out. The tip of this is actually not hot, which helps sometimes when you're kind of getting really at the back of your head and you kind of want something to lean your fingers on. The tip of this is cool, so you can do it that way. But this is literally all I do. I hold this for about 20 seconds and then I'm left with I suppose it would be a ringlet. Do my arms get tired? Yes, but I soldier through. So that's what it looks like after about 20 seconds. And I don't touch it, I just kind of throw it to the back of my head and let it cool down. And go for the next piece of hair. So after about the third or fourth piece, I will take a bit and just do it the other way, just for less uniformity, and it kind of bulks up your hair a bit and makes it look a bit poofier, which I prefer. I find that the front pieces of my hair tend to fall out the quickest, so I do kind of wrap it around a little bit tighter and leave it for a little bit longer, and I just find that that helps keep the curl a bit longer in my hair. I keep seeing a fly going back and forth, so if I'm going cross-eyed, that's what I'm looking at. The stupid thing won't leave me alone. I also find for my chubby face type that leaving the curl a little bit lower is a little bit more flattering, because it kind of starts under my chin, and just visually for me I feel that it looks a bit better, so that's kind of what I tend to stick with. So that's the first part of my hair done, and I've been rolling for about 10 minutes, so I think that took about 7 minutes of the time. So all in all it takes about 20 minutes, so it's not too horrendous. So I let the curls cool down and then I take some hairspray. This is not my hairspray, so I don't know if it's any good. This is Ella's that I stole. It's the Matrix Biolage Complete Control hairspray. It's medium hold, which is kind of generally what I would go for anyway. And I haven't done anything to the curls yet, so I'm going to just kind of pull my fingers through and separate them a little bit, and then just give them a quick spritz. At this stage I don't put any hairspray on the top of my head, I kind of do that at the end, so I'm just helping them stay in place for now. And then I have to do the other side. I do the exact same on the other side except when I get to the front, because as you can probably see I have a little bit of layer in there and I like to kind of frame my face with it. So other than that I do the exact same. This hair in my nose. So for the front of my hair, again, it's not very hard, but as I said, I wanted to kind of frame, and these bits are a little bit shorter. So I take it and try and just get the ends of that layer in, and then I bring it to the side. It's okay if it falls out, I can kind of adjust it. But I find that this just kind of makes it sweep rather than be heavy around my face, and I don't leave this in for as long. So I'm just taking the layer there because it fell out and kind of just down the end of it. And you can kind of see the difference of the freshly curled and the hair that has dropped a little bit. I prefer this side personally, but if you like the ringlets, you rock it. So again, I let this cool for a minute, and then I take my trusty hairspray again and just spray up into the curls, kind of moving them as I'm doing it. I don't spray too close to the hair either because I don't want really crispy hair. So obviously I'm a little bit flatter on top, so to kind of ump that up a little bit, I'm going to throw my hair over and spray hairspray kind of just in the crown a little bit, and that kind of helps with volume. And that is pretty much all I do to curl my hair. I'm not very good with hair. This is literally the best of my abilities, and I have created this over a long period of time. But I find I've been doing this a lot lately just because I get more days out of my hair. As I said, I have oily roots. So after probably 2 days after straightening my hair, I'll have to wash it. Whereas I'll probably get 3, I could even get 4 days with a bit of dry shampoo out of this. And I feel that like it tends to kind of keep its shape somewhat. It'll fall out a little bit, but you can kind of judge it back up with a bit of hairspray and a bit of love. So yeah, this is my curly hair tutorial. I can't really call it a tutorial. I literally just do this with my hair and hope for the best. But if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate it. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for interacting, and I shall talk to you in my next video. Take care, bye.